Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Paul. I'm a former personal trainer and nutritionist, and today I'm critiquing YouTuber Emma Chamberlain's day of eating.
The first thing I do when I wake up is check the time, because I actually don't really set alarms.
What an excellent start to the day, waking up when the body has actually had sufficient sleep. When we sleep, of course, we're repairing the body. The glymphatic system is working the brain, clearing detritus and staving off dementia. Most people use alarms, scaring themselves awake. I can't imagine a worse start to the day than getting put into fight or flight mode.
I'll look at my phone, see what time it is, and if I got any pressing texts or emails or anything, I'll respond to those.
For the longest time, I did the same thing. Trouble is, then you've started your day working to other people's agendas. I now like to get a meditation in first thing. Doesn't have to be super long, but it means we're starting off the day calm and on our own terms, and for me, that sets the tone for the rest of the day.
And then it's coffee time immediately.
A surefire sign that something is likely off in terms of optimal health. I can't criticize though, I became a caffeine junkie for years and years and years. While there are some benefits to coffee drinking, there are also downsides. I guess it's up to the individual to decide if it's worth it for them.
I get right out of bed, don't brush my teeth, don't wash my face, I go straight downstairs.
Dirty girl!
When I'm at home and I'm making coffee, I'm using my brand, Chamberlain coffee, every day.
Don't drink Diageo tea, stinking stuff. It tastes like wee.
It would be kind of weird if I didn't, right?
They make it from squeezing out fleas. That stuff's bleeding poisonous. Chamberlain coffee, on the other hand, is probably fine, as far as I know.
So I'll usually make a latte, and I take 2 shots of espresso, put some vanilla almond milk in it.
Yes, none of the artery-clogging, pus-filled product of bovine rape. Or dairy milk, as some people call it.
Khalifa brand, will not accept any other brand. Actually, I'm open-minded.
I can relate to this. I too will only accept Alpro soya milk, though simultaneously I will accept any other type of soya milk also. Except for Diageo, their soya milk tastes like throw up, and not in a good way.
But that's the one I'm using right now.
Oh, snot fingers, I call her.
When I'm going out for coffee, recently I've been getting cold brew with almond milk because I feel like sometimes they put too much milk in lattes when I go out.
Well, a latte is just steamed milk with a tiny bit of espresso, so you should expect quite a lot of milk in there.
And I don't like that.
All joking aside though, it's great that you're swerving the titty milk. I personally can't think of many things more selfish than demanding that a calf be shot in the head so we can have their milk in our coffee.
I used to not be a breakfast person, but recently I've been really hungry in the mornings, and I don't know why.
I can tell you that for me, it's because I haven't eaten for 10 hours.
My breakfast almost every single day is 2 fried eggs.
Oof, 2 little fat-rich cholesterol bombs. Effectively, you have just dropped a day-old male chick into a blender and turned it on. Male chicks are superfluous to the egg industry, as males don't lay eggs. If you wouldn't macerate cute little chicks, then you may want to rethink funding the egg industry.
Very, very cooked. Like, probably too well done to a point where most people wouldn't want to eat it.
Of course, this will create a ton of oxygen-free radicals that will ravage the body. Also, you produce more advanced glycation end products, which accelerate the aging process throughout every tissue of the body.
Salt on it, pepper on it, everything but the bagel seasoning on it.
I got five on it.
And then I put some Cholula on that. And then I cut up a whole avocado, put that on top, and then I eat it. And that's my breakfast every day.
Well, the toast looks to be wholemeal, and of course the avocado is very healthy. I'm particularly fond of them for their high amounts of vitamins B5, B6, E, K, folate and carotenoids. They're also great sources of copper, iron, phosphorus, potassium, zinc and selenium.
It's a great way to start my day. A little bit of fat and protein. Never hurt anyone.
I beg to differ. The fat, cholesterol and trans fats in those eggs are responsible for far more human deaths than anything else.
After I get a decent chunk of work done, then I'll take a shower, wash my face, brush my teeth, do all of that.
That's it. Get that stank off, girl.
Sometimes I'll work out, but sometimes I like working out more at night. I really just shove in a workout wherever I can fit it. And some days it just doesn't fit at all. I try to work out 4 to 5 times a week.
I think that's very reasonable. On days where people don't manage to get a vigorous workout in, I still like to see them doing some movement such as a long walk or a gentle cycle ride.
I could not tell you one time that I've cooked a lunch. Recently, I've been ordering this salad from this restaurant called Zinc, and it's kale,
Nice.
lentils,
Sweet.
carrots,
Good.
hard-boiled egg,
Oh, f***ing hell, you ruined it. I was with you right up to the bird ovulation.
and like this nice, salty, shallotty vinaigrette on top.
I'm not a fan of a lot of oils either. Very high in pro-inflammatory omega-6 generally, and although not true in your case, it's so calorically dense that it drives obesity for many.
Sometimes I'll get like a burrito or a burrito bowl from a place called Takaya in LA.
I love a burrito, and of course they can be very healthy if you swerve the meat and cheese.
They do cauliflower rice. They have like the best black beans, great tofu, great tortillas, lots of avocado in it, lots of salsa.
Wow, super healthy. You would make a good vegan.
Or Erewhon. Honestly, I could go to Erewhon for every single meal.
Jesus Christ, someone's been murdered, their legs have been cooked, and they've been discarded among that food. It's enough to put you off your lunch.
Erewhon's a grocery store that also does like hot bar, and they have the best vegetables.
This girl is very keen on her vegetables. I'm impressed.
So sometimes I'll just get a crazy like vegetable plate thing from there. They have like buffalo cauliflower where they make cauliflower into buffalo wings. Anyway, I could keep going about this.
While deep fried things are very alluring, don't kid yourself that they're healthy just because they're free of animal products. You're going to be creating suspected carcinogens known as acrylamides, and of course there's yet more oil.
I'm a vegetarian.
Why aren't you vegan? I mean, statistically speaking, as a vegetarian you ought to have better health than a meat eater, but why wouldn't you want the best health? I'm sure you personally wouldn't grind chicks alive or shoot a cute little calf in the head, so I'm wondering, like, why would you pay others to do so? Perhaps you've never considered these things before. They're certainly well hidden from the consumer. Anyway, if you do happen to watch this, please consider looking into these foul industries. They are so last century. That's not even harsh enough. They're medieval.
And I love cheese, although cheese is not something that agrees very well with.
It's because you're not a baby cow, man. Do you know who is? Baby cows. Let them have their milk.
My favorite snack for the past year has been these flax crackers. They're called Mary's Gone crackers. They're like flax seed, other seed, who knows what's in it. Bunch of seeds in a cracker.
The trouble is when flax seeds are not ground, they pass right through us and we get none of the omega-3. Omega-3 is essential like a vitamin or a mineral, meaning we cannot produce it ourselves. We must ingest it. And the fact that you have so much oil in your diet along with the eggs means that your omega-3 to 6 ratio is going to be horrendous. You're inviting massive inflammation, pain and disease throughout the body.
And I eat those with spicy hummus.
A great food if you make it yourself without oil, but look at this one. Not only will there be oil throughout, you've even got a lake of it sitting on top.
Another snack is I make little mini cauliflower pizzas because I found these little cauliflower thins and I just put a little bit of marinara sauce on it, a little bit of pesto, a little bit of vegan mozzarella.
Most vegan cheeses, especially mozzarella, are high in coconut oil. Tropical oils such as coconut can be worse for heart health than beef fat. So much so that the biggest killer of vegans is still heart disease. Something that can be avoided, treated, and potentially perhaps even reversed with a whole foods vegan diet.
Sometimes I'll chop up a little veggie Italian sausage, put that on there.
Sadly, that'll be oily too.
Bake that for a little bit. Put some nutritional yeast on that. That sounds weird, but it's really good.
It sounds super tasty, but if you care about your health, I would advocate swerving it. The nutritional yeast is a good addition, naturally high in all the B vitamins, safe for B12.
But I'm also somebody that will just take a jar of peanut butter or take a jar of almond butter, like any jar of nut butter I can find, and I'll just take a spoonful of it and eat that.
I don't see that as being too unhealthful as long as it's just made from nuts with no additives, although eating the whole nuts intact would better feed the gut microbiome.
Or plums, like when plums are in season, I can just shove down like 10 of those.
Good girl, lots of lovely anthocyanins to quell any free radicals.
For drinks, obviously I drink coffee a lot, but I'm trying to consume a little bit less caffeine.
Nice.
So recently I've been drinking iced herbal tea. randomly. And I really like it. I don't like iced black tea or iced green tea, but I like iced herbal tea.
Herbal teas are great. They all have their own benefits, and sans any added sugar, they contribute very little to total daily caloric intake.
Another weird drink though that I have 1 to 2 times a day is sparkling water with apple cider vinegar in it. And you might be really confused about that. I mean, that's weird. I get it. But it helps with my digestion.
Yup, it will do. It helps build stomach acid. Ideally, take it about 20 or 30 minutes before a meal.
That's another one. I also like the flavor of it now, which is kind of scary and weird, but kind of tastes good to me now.
Maybe it's a tad weird to most people, but to be fair, there's a lot worse things you could be drinking.
But I hate soda. I don't like sweet drinks. And to be honest, I'm not really a dessert person in general.
Good for you.
I'm somebody who more craves like crunchy, salty foods over like sweet foods.
Same.
Dinner time. I feel like this is my favorite meal of the day, to be honest, because it's just like, go crazy. If I'm cooking for myself, it's usually something pretty low maintenance. I'll take like some frozen vegetables of some sort.
Nothing wrong with frozen veg. Potentially they can have more nutrients than the fresh stuff, depending upon how fresh the fresh stuff is.
Heat those up, cut up some tofu, fry that in some olive oil.
Obviously, again, I'm not a fan of all this oil, but to be fair, it's got to be better to fry tofu than meat or fish.
Mix that in with the veggies. Take some rice, some brown rice.
Oh, whole grain. I like it.
I love putting yellow curry sauce all over that, and then I season it. However, I mean, I literally am like so random with the seasoning. Salt, pepper, maybe throw some sesame seeds in there. Maybe sometimes sesame oil in there. I don't even know if that makes sense.
No, get that oil out of there. The rest of it, I love.
I will also make pasta. I love garbanzo bean pasta, the Bonza brand, and I'll literally just make a bunch of that. It has a bunch of protein in it, so it's like easy.
And no need to assault little chicks.
And then I just make that and I put pesto on it in nutritional yeast, and I'll eat a whole bowl of that and then call it a night. Like a massive bowl of that and call that dinner. Where's the vegetables? Who knows?
While I would like to see more vegetables on the scale of things, I don't think you're doing too bad. Remember, beans, as well as fitting in the protein category, are also in the vegetable category.
I have quite a few different kind of comfort meals. Number one would have to be Monty's Burgers in LA. It's a vegan, all vegan.
Awesome. No animals were stabbed in the throat.
Burger place. I get veggie burger with lettuce, cheese, the burger obviously.
When I hear the term veggie burger, I think of a patty made of vegetables, beans, grains, that sort of thing. They can either be semi-healthy or really quite healthy. The one pictured is a mock meat burger, which will never be healthy. Each to their own, of course, but I'd just like to give everyone the chance to make an informed decision so they can decide how healthily they want to eat.
I also love falafel wrap with hummus and tahini on it, and like pita bread with the hummus. I'm gonna have that for dinner. That sounds so good.
You might as well be vegan, girl. Falafel, hummus, wraps, pita, all the top foods that a vegan would pick.
I've been waiting my whole life to be on this show. You guys don't understand. And that's why I just keep talking. Anyway.
I must admit, before making this video, I'd not come across Emma before, but I really like her personality. I can't imagine that she'd continue paying for others to murder baby animals on her behalf if she only knew about it. Perhaps consider sharing this video with her on social media. She's so close to being vegan already, I think that soon the animals could have another great ally. Now click this!